Does going to church make you better than other people? Think about it for a minute. I think there's an air of superiority among a lot of people because they go to church. And really, going to church doesn't actually make you better. If you're falling into pride, it's making you worse. Now, being the church and living like Jesus lived is better in terms of getting closer to God. But I think our Western consumer mentality has actually duped a lot of people. So let me give you an example from my own life. I can remember when I was growing up, my family and I moved to a new state, and we were living in this street, and we found a church. And gosh, it was like 20 minutes away, 25 minutes away. We had to get on the highway. And here we were. Now, we'd lived there for several years. And I remember getting up in the morning and we'd get in our car and we'd drive down our street, and we didn't know hardly any of our neighbors. And it was almost like, screw all of you, like we're going off to our church and we're doing our thing. We drive down our street, passing all these people by. We don't even know, we don't care about them. We get on the highway, we're driving 15, 20 minutes, high speeds. We pull off, we go to this big, beautiful building. We do this thing we call church. Sometimes we go out for lunch after with another family from church here and there, trying to have some form of fellowship, and then we go back home. And I'm just like, something's wrong with this. Like, this is not what church is. Church should be relational. It should be community. It should be family. It should be neighborhoods. It should be something maybe you could walk to. I mean, remember, for most of human history, we haven't had cars, highways, motorized transportation, like all these things. This is only in the last 100 to 150 years. So people had to do church with people they knew, people that lived close to them. And, not only are we driving by all these people, we're driving by all these other churches. And we're like, nope, not you, not you. Inherent in our decision to go to this church was like, well, not that church, not that church. No, you're not good. I don't like your theology. You don't have the best donuts. I mean, if you get Christians together and you talk about churches, it's almost like comparing outfits or comparing cars or comparing consumer goods, right? Well, my church has this kind of worship and we have this many services and this many people. Oh yeah? Well, my church has this much coffee and this kind of snacks and this. Oh yeah? Well, my church has this curriculum. I mean, it's almost sickening if you really think about it. Now, I'm not against having some of those things. I'm not against, curriculum or coffee, but do you understand the heart behind it? So honestly, I think some people, and myself included, have said, I'm going to step back a little bit from big building church and big church. I'm going to try to do more organic church. And I'm not so interested in checking boxes of how many times I went or how great my church is. I'm curious in how I live and how I manifest the gospel to those around me.